Hey folks, AJ the CEO here, and me and the little one.
It's his birthday. We go on the Ferris
Hold
wheel.
on. It's like Daddy, Mommy, and Yanni are here at the state fair, and we're gonna be Yanni and Daddy. This is the first time we've gotten on a Ferris wheel. This your first Ferris wheel, right?
Yes.
This is the first time I've ever been on one, so we're gonna do this together, right?
Yes.
You excited?
Mhm.
Alrighty, you ready?
Mhm.
Okay. Alright, you ready?
Mhm.
You sure? Alright, you gotta stay close, okay? Ooh.
I can't wait to get up there.
Yeah. Make sure I don't drop my phone. Sauce. Hey, good morning, folks. This is AJ, the CEO. It is 8 a.m. and I am on the way to Signs and Wonders Ministries. This is about my 7th client that I had back in the day, helping them with a full video system install and live streaming. They contacted me maybe Wednesday that they've been having problems with their live streaming computer. So I'm going to go there, got some parts with me, and we're going to go check them out to make sure we can get them back up and running and broadcasting the word to the world. Let's go. Hey folks, AJ the CEO here. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, thanks for stopping by. And on the channel we focus on tips, training, strategies, reviews, and builds to help modernize your media ministry. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. So with this computer that I built for them, and this is just a tip in general, if you're having any issues with your live stream, normally in all of the streaming softwares, they have a hardware acceleration where you can hand off the encoding from the CPU to the GPU. So that's why I'm taking the GTX 750 Ti that I took from our live streaming system before I installed the Ryzen 3 3200G with the GPU that's embedded, which I'm using that to encode. What I'm going to do is, I don't know if, I believe that computer that they're using was using similar to the FX 8320, I believe, that we installed maybe 4 years ago. So, but the idea is, if they're not using hardware encoding, especially if they did an update on OBS, which sometimes knocks out that setting, I'm going to put this in there just to see if this gives better performance, because this is more than enough to handle the live stream. So that's going to be my first thought. And if not, they might have to be the ones that I talked to the pastor about moving to a new system, maybe a similar Ryzen 3 3200G, maybe even that A300 Desk Mini that I've been talking about. Is small and it's more than powerful enough to handle the live stream, because all my systems are using that to stream for years without any problems. Started with the 2200G, then the 2400G, and now the 3200G. So I think that'll be good. So anyway, let's get up there. There's supposed to be somebody there at 8 o'clock. I'm gonna get up there, and then after that I have a football game I need to record about an hour and a half away from here in Amelia. I was supposed to go to an appointment, but I actually got my dates wrong. It's on the 12th that I have to do that. Then I have to head back to Lynchburg on Monday to do a consultation with a church in my hometown. So we're gonna be rolling. So let's get going. All right, so I think it didn't look like, well, first off, I cut some videos over because they were doing prayer, so I didn't want to record voices in here, and that's why I muted that out. But one thing is, this is a micro ATX, so it was too small, so I can't even use this in there because it takes too many slots. So that's not an option, but it doesn't look like it's a performance issue. It looks like there was a setting issue or something like that with OBS, as well as the drivers for the capture card. Now it seems to be working now. I did a stream, there was no problem, but I'm gonna be monitoring it. I installed Chrome desktop so that I can go and see remote in easier to see what's going on. So and I'll be in the media booth at my church, so I could always log in if need be. All right, so I think everything worked out pretty well. Wasn't anything really noticeable that I did that caused any issues, except for, like I said, the Blackmagic Decklink Mini wasn't registering in OBS. It looks like OBS was updated to the most recent 24.0.1. And I did push an update just to see if there was anything new, and it wasn't, but the device wasn't showing up at all. So I uninstalled the desktop video, which contains the drivers for the Decklink. I downloaded the most recent, I believe it's 11.4. Uninstalled it, reinstalled it, restarted the computer, and the device showed up in OBS. Video came through fine. They were having, what I was trying to say inside, that they were having prayer, so I obviously didn't want to live stream them, but I did live stream it, their logo, just to make sure everything was showing up, and it was. So I think that part was good. And I just got a notification something was going on at church, so let me call somebody. I forgot that there was some type of presentation going on in church. Let me call to make sure they got that straight. Hey folks, I'm on the way to record a football game here in Amelia, but I just had a thought when I'm talking about this ASRock A300 for a live streaming system. What I'm thinking about doing is, I already have my mini ITX that has an NVMe drive. I have an extra SSD. I also, because had a thought. Anyway, I have a SSD. I already have the processor, which is a 2400G. So technically, the only thing I really need to get is the A300, the actual mini system. I need to get the Noctua CPU cooler, because it's small enough and it's powerful enough to keep that processor cool. And I just need some SODIMM memory to fit, because I have regular size DDR memory, and it needs like laptop memory to fit in there. Because then I could just pull my processor out, put that in the system, and move everything over, and it should technically work without having that much to do. Now, the reason I mentioned the SSD, I've had a couple of people ask me how everything performed in Linux, especially the processors and the GPUs. So I can kind of kill two birds with one stone if I go in that direction. And I have an external, I still have my Elgato Cam Link, the original one, not the 4K, so I could use that as a capture card for right now. So I don't want to make any promises, but I may be able to do both of those projects that I put out there on my What's Next video, to see what y'all wanted me to do next. So it may be possible for me to do both. I don't want to guarantee yet. But if I did go with the A300, if that system worked, what I would probably do, as much as I like the Decklink 4K that I have in my ITX build, what I would do is go with a USB capture card, because that system is so small. Because y'all saw that the suitcase that I take my system around when I need to stream. So literally, I could just put all that stuff in a book bag, and that would be great. But that was the thought that I had. Also, I was talking to Pastor Taylor, pastor of Signs and Wonders, and I'm going to be helping them out with some intro videos. So for all of those who are asking about how I do it and all this other stuff like that, I'm going to walk through the process. And I'm at no point in time I'm trying to say that I'm some super genius or anything like that, but I leverage VideoHive. I've talked about them to no ends. Any of the motion graphics that I do that. It was an old statement I heard a long time ago, that you don't try and reinvent the wheel, but that really wasn't a statement. That is an older one, but it was in programming. Is that when you're programming something as a coder, you do not reinvent code if code is already working to do the certain section of what you're doing. So pretty much, in other words, instead of me spending all the time to become a After Effects guru, why not just leverage out their skills, and they make templates on Envato that they sell at reasonable prices from $7 up to $75 for a full broadcast package that is TV quality. I just use that to do everything, and then literally all I do is put images and video and text and music to it. Makes it a whole lot easier in After Effects. So that's what we're probably going to do. I'm just going to wait to hear back from them, help them out. And again, they've been one of my best and favorite clients, so I'll be more than happy to help them free of charge with the stuff that as much stuff that they've done. The pastor he also contributed a forward to my book that it's still available. It's still on Amazon. You can get it down here. It's in the description. And really appreciate that, because they've been using the stuff that I did at their church is what helped me to write that book. Everything that I mentioned in the book is what I've helped them with and continue to help them with. But anyway, some nice houses over here. But anyway, I'm heading to this game, and then I have video announcements to make, this video of the football game to make, and I have to do a presentation for some churches in Lynchburg on Monday. So my plate is kind of full, and on top of that, I'm probably going to take my system with me, or at least one of the systems that can do video editing. Maybe it'll be my it will be my mini ITX system, because it's fast enough to video edit. I will take that so I can make the videos for church, upload, and do all the same stuff that I do, because I really wanted to leave from church and just go directly to my mom's house after that, and stop at Moore's Country Store and get some hot dogs like I always do. So anyway, let's head. I got about 30 minutes before 40 minutes to get to this game. Get there early. We always get there early. We never get there on time. We always get there early, so I can set up and go through any type of issues, make sure everything is working. And I'm gonna put on my good book here, and let's roll. All right, so I finished recording the game. I'm back here at the house and gonna be doing some editing of the game so that the coaches can get access to that and the families can get access to that. Then I'm gonna start work on redoing the announcement for the music concert workshop, not concert. And then I'm gonna be finishing up this, and then getting everything packed up for the trip back to my mom's after church tomorrow. And then hopefully I'll be able to relax. But honestly, my last amount of relaxing really has been reading. So I haven't really been able to play video games that much. But hey, we got to get that right, and then that changes everything. So let me get all this stuff inside the house. Picked up some Chinese. I haven't had Chinese in a while, so let me eat that. Some General Tso's chicken with some white rice. I'm gonna go ahead and knock that out, and then get some work going in. Alright, I am finally finishing up the video announcements for church. The football game really didn't take that long. It took longer for my computer to render it. I should have set it up for this computer. This is my main streaming system, for that to render it, and then I would have been able to do double the amount of work, but I wasn't really thinking about that. But got everything knocked out. Now I just got to set up the not WebEx, but the Facebook Live for church tomorrow, as well as upload all this other stuff to the website and upload the videos to the programs on the computer so everything will run. And then I still need to pack for me to go to Lynchburg. I gotta pack up my computer and all this other stuff to take with me down there, and I'm gonna take my mini computer so that I can do the videos for church at my mom's. So that's about it. Hope y'all like this type of content. If you do, I appreciate a like, consider subscribing, and hit that bell, that way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry, or if you just want to see what I do on a daily basis for my media ministry, because media ministry is just not on Sunday. Anyway, this is AJ. We will see you on the next video later.